Greetings from Columbia, Tennessee. The Building Block School of Performing Arts presents Vintage Radio Today. Tonight's play, It Happened One Night, originally aired March 20th, 1939 on the Lux Radio Theater. It is a fast-moving story of a runaway society girl and the reporter who helped her run. So sit back and enjoy Vintage Radio Today. It's a bus terminal in Miami, Florida. Passengers are milling about at the ticket office, crowding around the newsstand, fighting for places at the lunch counter. In a telephone booth at the far end of the station, Peter Warren, a news reporter, has just put through a long-distance call to his paper.
Hello, this is the New York Globe.
Yes, sir.
This is Peter Warren talking. I want to speak to Harry Gordon right away.
Who?
Gordon, the managing editor.
Oh, one moment, please.
Fire me, huh? I'll show him, the big baboon.
Hello?
Hello, Gordon?
Yeah.
This is Peter Warren.
Well, what of it?
Say, what's all this about my being fired?
You got my wire, didn't you?
Sure, but
Well, it goes. You're through.
what for?
You know what for. Go on home and sleep it off.
What? Listen here, monkey face. I'm the best news hound your filthy scandal sheet has ever had.
Don't make me laugh. What were you doing last night?
Well, none of your... I sent you my copy.
Sure, all about the bathing beauties on Miami Beach. It was lovely. Did you know that Ellie Andrews disappeared last night from her father's yacht?
What?
Ellie Andrews, she disappeared. Did you know that?
No.
Well, that's why you're fired.
Hey, wait! Hello! Ah.
Bus waiting for Palm Beach, Savannah, Jacksonville, Philadelphia, New York.
Here you are. Get your newspaper. Read all about it. Wealthy heiress runs away. Here, read all about it.
Hey, boy,
Yes, sir. You want a paper?
what's the headline?
Oh, that. It's about a society girl. Her name's Ellie Andrews, and she just run away from her old man's yacht.
Ellie Andrews, the banker's daughter, huh?
Yeah, you want a paper, mister?
What'd she run away for?
I don't know. You see, she wants to marry some aviator guy, and her old man don't want her to, see? So she runs away. The old man, hey, why don't you just buy your paper? You can read the whole thing for 3 cents.
Who, me? I never read newspapers.
Well, for crying out.
Well, here's a dime. Buy yourself an automobile.
Okay, thanks, mister.
Hey, wait a minute. Where do I get the bus to New York?
Right outside the terminal.
Thanks.
Hey, yo, get your paper here. Read all about it.
Hey, driver, does this bus go to New York?
There's a sign on the front, can't you read?
Sorry, but never got past 4th grade. Where do I sit?
That don't worry me any.
All right, well, if you'll be good enough to move this pile of newspapers, I'll take this seat right here.
Move 'em yourself.
Fine.
Hey, wait a minute. What do you think you're doing?
Huh?
The papers. What's the idea of throwing them out?
Oh, the papers. You know, it's a long story, my friend. I never did like the idea of sitting on newspapers. I did it once, and all the headlines came off on my white trousers.
Yeah.
No, on the level, it actually happened. Nobody bought a newspaper that day. They just followed me around and read the news off the seat of my pants.
Ah, fresh guy, huh? What you need is a good sock on the nose.
Listen, partner, you may not like my nose, but I do. Always wear it out open, where if anybody wants to take a sock at it, they can do it.
Oh, yeah?
Now that's a brilliant answer. Why didn't I think of it? Our conversation could have been over long ago.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man, if you keep that up, we're not going to get anywhere.
Oh, yeah?
You got me.
Pardon me, I want to get pie.
Yeah, come on through. This is liable to last all night.
Oh, don't mind me. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You can't sit there. That's my seat.
I beg your pardon.
Listen, I've been putting up a stiff battle for that seat. So if it's just the same to you, scram.
Driver, are these seats reserved?
Nah, first come, first served.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, driver. These seats accommodate 2 people, don't they?
Well, maybe they do and maybe they don't.
Thanks. Move over, sister.
Ow!
This is a maybe they do.
Well,
There. You comfortable?
oh yes, very.
Well, that's good. There's nothing like being comfortable when you have 2,000 miles to... Say, haven't I seen you someplace before?
I'm afraid not.
funny, but I think I have. You ever had your picture in a newspaper?
Never.
Not even on a society page? Ah, well, my mistake. But I could have almost sworn I've seen you before.
Really? Perhaps it was at the livestock show in Chattanooga. I often go there with my old maid aunt from the country. We're simply mad about the merry-go-round.
Board!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Ah, that's all right. Did you have a good sleep?
Oh, fine, thank you. Well, everybody's gone. Where are we?
Jacksonville. We just got in. We change buses here and pull out in half an hour.
Oh, it was foolish of me to fall asleep on your shoulder like that. Why didn't you push me away?
Well, I hated to wake you up. You look kind of pretty asleep. How about some breakfast?
Oh, no, thank you. I never eat on a bus.
You mean you've never traveled on a bus?
I beg your pardon.
Let it go. But you ought to eat something. You got to watch out for your health, you know.
Thank you. I can take care of myself. Excuse me, please. I'm getting out.
Sit down. I want to talk to you.
Oh, do you?
You'll never get away with it, Miss Andrews.
What are you talking about?
I said you'd never get away with it. Your father will stop you before you get halfway to New York.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Ah, quit kidding. It's all over the front page. You know, I've always been curious to know what kind of a girl would want to marry a front page aviator like King Wesley. Take my advice and grab the next bus back to Miami. That guy's a phony.
I didn't ask for your advice.
No, that's right. You didn't. Well, I guess I'll step out and send a telegram.
No, wait. You're not going to notify my father, are you?
Oh, what for?
You could probably get some money out of him.
I never thought of that.
Now listen, if you'll promise not to do it, I'll pay you. I'll pay you as much as he will. You won't gain anything by giving me away as long as I'm willing to make it worth your while, and I will. Just as soon as I get to New York, I'll pay you.
Oh, cut it.
What?
I said cut it. You know, I had you pegged right from the start. You're the spoiled brat of a rich father. The only way you can get anything is to buy it. Now you're in a jam, and all you can think of is your money. Never fails, does it?
But
You never heard of the word humility. No, you wouldn't. I guess it never occurred to you to say, please, mister, I'm in trouble. Will you help me? No, that'd bring you down off your high horse for a minute. Well, let me tell you something. Maybe it'll take a load off your mind. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not interested in your money or your problems. You, King Wesley, your father, you're all a lot of hooey to me. So long, Miss Andrews.
Hiya, sister. All alone? I'll keep you company.
I'm sorry you can't sit here. This seat's taken.
My name's Shapley. Might as well get acquainted. It's gonna be a long trip. Gets lonesome later on, especially for somebody like you. You look like you've got class. Yes, sir, with a capital K. And believe me, I'm the guy that knows class when I see it. Believe you me. Ask any of the boys, they'll tell you. Shapley sure knows how to pick 'em. Yes, sir, Shapley's the name, and Shapley's the way I like 'em. Say, what's the matter, sister? You ain't saying much.
It seems to me you're doing excellently without my assistance.
That's pretty good. It seems to me you're doing excellently without my assistance. Well, shut my big nasty mouth. Looks like you're one up on me. Now say, look, you know there's nothing I like better in this entire world than to meet a high-class mama that can snap 'em back at you. Yes, sir, you're just my type. Believe you me, sister, I could go for you in a big way. Fun on the side Shapley, they call me, and the accent's on the fun, believe you me.
Believe you me, you bore me to distraction.
Ha! Looks like you're two up on me now.
Hey, you.
Huh?
There's a seat over there for you.
What's the idea?
I'd like to sit next to my wife, if you don't mind.
Your wife?
Yeah, come on, come on.
Oh, yeah, sure. Excuse me, I was just trying to make things comfortable, pleasant for her. I didn't know it was your wife. You understand what I mean, don't you?
If you promise not to snap my head off, I'd like to thank you.
Forget it. I didn't do it for you. His voice was getting on my nerves. Hey, your clothes are soaking wet. Did you get caught in the shower back at the last stop?
Yes, it was a cool shower, too.
Well, here, take my coat. Put it around you.
Oh, no, no, no.
Sure, go ahead. You're as helpless as a baby.
Thank you.
How'd you happen to get caught in it anyway?
Well, those things happen, don't they? I just ran to the terminal to buy a box of candy and.
Candy? Are you crazy?
What do you mean?
Let me see your purse.
Oh, please. Now give me my purse.
Just as I thought. $1.60. How do you expect to get to New York if you waste your money on candy?
That's none of your business.
You're on a budget from now on. Here's your purse, and I'll keep your money.
Now, just a minute. Just.
Shut up. From now on, I'm the boss.
Hey, what's going on? Why are we stopping?
Hey,
Long way to
driver,
go.
what's the matter?
There's a sign there that says the bridge at Dawson's been washed out. We might as well put up here for the night.
But where are we?
Dyke's Auto Camp. They got cabins here.
No chance of getting through, huh?
Not tonight.
Well, that's enough for me. Come on, brat.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, we're stopping here for the night. Come on, let's go.
Oh, what are we gonna do now? We're gonna find
Here's
something.
your cabin, Mr. Warren.
This one here?
Yes, sir.
Come on, kid. This is it.
Oh, I'm dripping.
Well, good night. I hope you and your husband rest comfortably, Mrs. Warren.
Mrs. What? Oh, yes, thank you.
Well, go on in. What are you going to do? Stay out here in the rain all night?
Darn clever, these Armenians.
Yeah, it's a gift.
I just had the unpleasant sensation of hearing you referred to as my husband.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you about that. I registered as Mr. and Mrs.
Oh, you did? You know, compared to you, my friend Shapley's an amateur. Just whatever gave you the idea I'd stand for this?
Hey, now, wait a minute. Let's get this straightened out right now. If you're nursing any silly notion that I'm interested in you, well, forget it. You're just a headline to me.
A headline? You're not a newspaper man, are you?
Chalk one up for your side. Now, listen, you want to get to your fiance, King Wesley, in New York, don't you? All right, I'm here to help you. What I want is your story, exclusive, a day-to-day account, all about your mad flight to happiness. I need that story, and just between you and me, I've got to have it.
Isn't that just too cute? There's a brain behind that face of yours, isn't there? You've got everything nicely figured out for yourself,
This?
even including this.
This? Oh, you mean the Mr. and Mrs. business. Well, that's just a matter of simple mathematics. These cabins cost $2 a night, and I'm sorry to inform you, wifey dear, that the family purse won't stand for our having separate establishments. Do you understand?
Yes, I guess so.
Smart girl. And now we come to the problem of retiring for the night. Which one of these beds do you prefer? That one? Well, take it.
Thanks. Now that the popularity contest is over, what happens next?
Oh, simple. Give me that clothesline over there. Thank you. Now we tie one end of it over here on this wall, like this. Pretty knot, don't you think?
About average.
The other end goes over this nail, and we tie it up on the opposite wall. So that makes a clothesline extending from wall A to wall B and passing exactly between beds X and Y. Then we take the blanket, G, and place it over the clothesline, AB, so that you, in bed X, will not be troubled with the disturbing sight of me in bed Y. Do you follow me?
I suppose that makes everything all right.
Well, I hope it does. I like privacy when I retire, hence the walls of Jericho. Maybe not as thick as the ones that Joshua blew down with his trumpet, but it's a lot safer. You see, I have no trumpet.
Well, now that is a relief.
And to show you that my heart's in the right place, I'll give you my best pair of pajamas. Here.
Thanks.
Now, do you mind joining the Israelites on the other side of the wall?
I think it might be better. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's the stuff, brat. And don't be worried, the walls of Jericho will protect you.
Would you mind putting out the light?
No, not at all. Turning in? Say, would you mind taking those things of yours off the wall of Jericho?
Oh, I'm sorry. How's that?
Better. Nice, isn't it? Lying here, listening to the rain.
By the way, what's your name?
What's that?
Who are you?
Me? Oh, I'm the whippoorwill that cries in the night. I'm the soft morning breeze that caresses your lovely face. I'm the...
You've got a name, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a name. Peter Warren.
Peter Warren? I don't like it.
Well, don't let it bother you. You'll be giving it back to me in the morning.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Warren.
The pleasure's all mine, Mrs. Warren.
Good night.
Good night.
It's early the following morning. In the tourist cabin, Peter is setting the table for breakfast as Ellie returns from the showers.
Hello.
Morning, wifey. About time you got back.
Oh, I met some very interesting women at the showers. We got to chatting about this and that. You know how time flies.
Mm-hmm. Come on, come on, come on. Sit down. Breakfast is all ready.
Oh, how nice. Scrambled eggs.
Egg. One egg. One donut. Black coffee. That's your ration until lunch. Any complaints?
Nope, no complaints.
Well, that's nice for a change. Donut?
Thanks. You think this whole business is silly, don't you? I mean, running away and everything.
Oh, no, no. It's too good of a story.
Yes, you do. You think I'm a fool and a spoiled brat. Well, perhaps I am, although I don't see how I can be. People who are spoiled are accustomed to having their own way. I never have. I've always been told what to do and how to do it and where and with whom. Nurses, governesses, chaperones, even bodyguards. Oh, it's been a lot of fun.
One consolation, you can never be lonesome.
It had its moments. It got to be a sort of a game to try and outwit my father's detectives. I did once, actually. Actually went shopping without a bodyguard. It was swell. I felt absolutely immoral, but it didn't last long. They caught up with me in a department store. I was so mad, I ran out the back way and jumped into the first car I saw. Guess who was in it?
Santa Claus.
King Wesley was in it.
Oh, well, is that how you met him?
Mm-hmm. We rode around all afternoon. Father was frantic. By 6 o'clock, he was having all the rivers dragged.
I can see it. Say, where'd you learn to dunk? From finishing school?
Oh, now don't you start telling me I shouldn't dunk.
Of course you shouldn't. You don't know how to do it. Dunking's an art. Don't let it soak so long. A dip and plop into your mouth. If you let it soak so long, it'll get soft and fall off. It's all a matter of timing. I ought to write a book on it.
Thanks, Professor.
Just goes to show you. 20 millions, and you don't know how to dunk.
I'd change places with a plumber's daughter any day.
All right, shh, shh.
What's the matter?
Shut up. Somebody's outside.
Now, just a minute. Now, well, how do I know who you are? I never saw you before. You can't go around bothering my tenants. Besides, how do I know you're a detective?
Oh, show 'em your credentials, Mac.
It's detectives.
Oh, that's Father's at work, Peter. What'll I do? Maybe I can jump out of this window. They wouldn't see me.
Shh, shh, shh. Come here, come here, come here. Get yourself all mussed up.
What?
Here, here. Push your hair down over your eyes.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I got a letter from Aunt Bella last week. She says if we don't stop over at Wilkes-Barre, she'll never forgive us.
What are you talking about?
What's the difference? Just say something.
Oh, I see.
I guess I'll write to Aunt Bella today.
Yes, I would if I was you. Letters are always cheering to the invalids.
Yeah. She says she's got the hay fever again.
You don't say.
Excuse me.
Oh, look, a man, darling.
I want to see you, miss. What's your name?
Are you addressing me?
Yeah, what's your name?
Hey, wait a minute. That's my wife you're talking to. What do you want, anyway?
We're looking for somebody.
Yeah? Well, look your head off. Only don't come busting in here. This ain't a public park. I got a notion to take a sock at you.
Now take it easy, son. Take it easy.
They're detectives, Mr. Warren.
I don't care if they're the whole police department. They can't come busting in here and shooting questions at my wife.
Now, don't get so excited, Peter. They just asking a civil question.
Oh, is that so? Say, how many times do I have to tell you to stop butting in when I'm having an argument?
Oh, you don't have to lose your temper.
Now just a minute.
You don't have to lose your temper. That's just what you said the other time, too. Every time I'm trying to protect you.
Oh, now, keep quiet.
I won't keep quiet.
Now listen, you two.
You're just like your old man. Once a plumber's daughter, always a plumber's daughter. There ain't an ounce of brains in your whole family.
Oh, Peter Warren, you've gone far enough. I won't stand here and be insulted like that.
Oh, shut up, shut up.
Oh, no, I won't. No.
Now you see what you done? You disturbed my guests.
Yeah, what do you mean by it anyway?
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Warren, but you see, we got to check up on everyone. We're looking for a girl by the name of Ellen Andrews, daughter of the Wall Street King.
Yeah? Well, it's too bad you're not looking for the daughter of a plumber. Quit bawling, quit bawling.
I'm sorry, folks, my mistake.
Well, there now. Didn't I tell you that we were a perfectly nice married couple?
Well, how would I know?
Are they gone?
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, me. Peter? Peter, wake up.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm trying to get some sleep here?
Shapley's back with us. Did you know that?
Sure, what about it?
Look at him. He's got one of those newspapers with my picture in it. Oh, Peter, I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of? Haven't you still got me with you? Where did Shapley get that paper?
We stopped a few miles back while you were sleeping. He must have got it there.
Well, it's too late to do anything now.
He's looking at me again. Oh, Peter, do you think he recognizes me?
We'll find out soon enough. He couldn't keep a thing like that quiet if he cut his tongue out. Well, just sit tight, let things happen.
But what'll we do?
Well, wait till the next stop. I'll get him in a conversation outside, and if he suspects anything, well, we'll see. Hello, Mr. Shapley.
Hello. Nice to get out and stretch your legs, ain't it?
Yeah, it sure is. I see you got a paper there.
That's right. Maybe you'd like to take a look at it.
Yeah, don't mind if I do.
Hold it here in the headlights and you can read it while you're waiting. Traveling like this, you sort of lose track of what's going on in the world. Now, take that story there, for instance, about that Ellie Andrews. If I was to see that dame, you know what I'd do?
No. What?
I'd go 50-50 with you.
Why?
Well, because I don't believe in hogging at all, see? A bird that figures that way always ends up behind the 8 ball, is what I always say.
What's on your mind?
5 G's or I crab the works.
5 G's, huh?
You heard me.
You know, it's a lucky thing, my running into you. You're just the man I need.
You made no mistake, believe you me.
You pack a gat?
Huh?
A gat, a rod. Got any fireworks on you?
Why, no,
Well, it's all right anyway. I got a couple of machine guns in my suitcase. I'll let you have one of them. Might have a little trouble up north. Might have to shoot it out with the cops.
Huh?
If you come through all right, these 5 G's are as good as in the bag.
Yeah, but,
Of course, I'll have to talk with the killer. See that he takes care of you.
The killer?
Yeah, the big boy. The boss of the outfit.
Say, you're not kidnapping her, are you?
What else, stupid? Say, you don't think we're after that penny ante reward, do you? $10,000? Chicken feed.
Yeah, well, pardon me, mister. I guess I don't want that money after all.
Hey, listen. You are in on this thing and you're staying in. Get me? You know too much.
Yeah, but I won't say anything. Honest, I won't.
Well, how do I know that? I got a good notion to plug you right now.
No. You can trust me, mister. I'll keep my mouth shut. I won't talk. I won't say anything. My wife and my kids,
What's your name?
My name? It's Oscar Shapley.
Where do you live?
Orange, New Jersey.
Got a couple of kids, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, they're just babies. A little golden-haired girl.
You ever heard of Bugs Dooley?
Bugs Dooley?
Yeah, he was a nice guy, just like you. But he made a mistake one day, got a little too talkative. You know what happened to his kids?
No?
Well, I can't tell you. But when Bugs heard about it, he blew his brains out.
Gee, that's terrible.
Yeah, now, beat it.
Thanks, mister. Can I go back now?
To the bus? Say, what do you think I am, crazy? You're walking, see?
Oh, yes, sir.
Come on, scram.
Sure, anything you say, mister. You ain't gonna shoot me in the back, are you?
If you don't beat it,
I'll go.
come on, get going.
All right, folks, all aboard.
Hey, wait a minute, driver.
Come on, get in.
Never mind. We're getting off here, me and the young lady.
What's that?
Come on, Brat.
Well, what's the matter?
Come on. Don't ask too many questions. Here, give me your hand.
Got your suitcases?
Yeah, thanks.
Well, now that we're stranded in the middle of a country road in the dead of night, maybe you'll let me in on the big secret. What's the idea?
The idea? We're going to take a little walk, Brat. Mr. Shapley may shoot off his mouth after all.
Well, where are we going to walk to?
The next town, wherever that is. Come on, pick him up, lay him down. We got a long way to go.
Oh, how long does this cross-country hike keep up? My feet are killing me.
Well, stop here if you want.
Here? Where are we?
Virginia.
Well, yes, I know that, but where?
I can't say for sure, but from the looks of that hayrick, I guess we're on somebody's farm.
Where's the farmhouse?
What difference does that make?
You don't mean we're going to sleep out here in the open, do you?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to give a fairly good imitation of it.
Peter,
Yeah?
I'm awful hungry.
Oh, that's just your imagination.
No, it isn't. I'm hungry and scared.
You can't be hungry and scared both at the same time.
Well, I am.
If you're scared, it scares the hunger right out of you.
Not if you're more hungry than scared.
All right. You win. Now, let's forget about it.
I can't. I'm hungry.
Holy smokes. Why'd I ever get mixed up with you? If I had any sense, I'd be back in New York at this time.
What about your big story?
Taking a dame back to her fiancé? I turned out to be a prize sucker after all right? There. Your bed's ready. Come on.
You mean I'm supposed to sleep on that hay?
Well, that's the idea.
Oh, it's all crackly.
Oh, shut up and go to sleep. I'm sick and tired of hearing to a lot of complaints.
Oh, you're being awfully disagreeable lately. You just snap my head off every time I open my mouth. If being with you is so distasteful, you can leave. You can leave any time you see fit. Nobody's holding you here. I can get along. I can get along very nicely without you. Peter, are you listening? I said I can get along very nice. Oh, Peter? Peter, where are you? Oh, Peter?
Hey, what's the matter? Hey, what are you yelling about?
Oh, Peter. Oh, I was so worried.
What got into you? I was only gone a minute. Went to try to find you something to eat.
I know, but...
Well, here's a watermelon. I swiped it from the field next door.
Nah, I don't want it now.
What? Well, I thought you said you was hungry.
I was, but
But what?
I was so scared it scared the hunger right out of me.
Holy jumping catfish. You drive a guy crazy.
I guess.
Ah, shut up.
I was only going to say, I guess you're right.
You're darn tootin' I'm right. Now go to sleep. Forget about everything.
Yes, Peter. Peter,
What?
what are you thinking about?
By a strange coincidence, I was thinking of you.
Really?
Yeah. I was wondering what makes a dame like you so dizzy.
Oh.
Oh, what a morning. Look at the sun. Look at those fields.
Yes, look at my shoes. This dirt road is certainly hard on leather. By the way, what did you say we were supposed to be doing?
Hitchhiking.
Oh, well, you've given me a very good example of the hiking. Where does the hitching come in?
A little early yet. No cars out.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'm going to sit down here and wait till they come.
Well, suit yourself.
I intend to. Oh, now, Peter, suppose nobody stops for us.
They'll stop all right. It's all a matter of knowing how to hail them.
You're an expert, I suppose.
I'm going to write a book about it. Call it The Hitchhiker's Hail.
There's no end to your accomplishments, is there?
Oh, you think it's simple, huh?
Nope, no.
Well, it is. It's all in the old thumb, see? Now, some people do it like this, kind of a half wave to a half point with the thumb drooping across the palm. It's all wrong. Too indefinite. Never get any place.
Oh, the poor thing.
Yeah, but this old thumb never fails. Now, take number 1, for instance. Elbow close to the side, thumb rigid and parallel to the wrist, shoulder. Then a short, jerky movement in the hand and the wrist, just like this. Shows independence. You don't care whether they stop or not. You got money in your pocket, see?
Clever.
Yeah, but number 2, it's a little wider movement from the elbow, the thumb describing a graceful arc from the shoulder to the waistline, a smile like this. That means you got a brand new story about the,
Uh-huh. You figured that all by yourself, huh?
well, that's nothing. Number 3 now, that's a pip. Yeah, that's the pitiful one. You know, when you're broke, hungry, everything looks black.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, shoulders saggy, mouth down, chin drooping. It's a long, sweeping movement of the whole arm, like this. You got to follow through, though.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, but it's no good if you haven't got a long face to go with it.
Oh, here comes the car.
Yeah, okay, now watch me. I'm going to use old number 1. Keep your eye on that thumb, lady, and watch what happens.
I've still got my eye on your thumb.
Something must have gone wrong. I'll try number 2 this time. Hey, you!
Maybe he doesn't appreciate genius.
Well, let's try this, baby. Maybe number 2 won't work in the South. Going up, mister? Hey! I'm going to try number 3 on the next one.
When you get to 100, wake me up, will you?
I don't think I'll write that book after all.
Oh, now, think of all the fun you had. Do you mind if I try the next one?
You don't make me laugh.
Oh, you're such a smart aleck. Nobody knows anything but you. Look, I'll stop this car, and I won't even use my thumb.
What are you going to do?
It's a system all my own. Left hand gracefully on left hip. Head back and incline gently in the direction of travel. Eyes twinkling. It's the twinkle that does it. Step aside, please. Oh, yoo-hoo!
Hello, sister. You going my way?
Yes, thank you very much.
Well, hop right in. My name is Baker.
Oh, so sweet of you, Miss Baker. Would you mind if this gentleman rode with us, too?
Who, him?
Yeah, me.
Well, I don't like his looks any too much, sister.
Oh, that's all right. He's my uncle. He can't help looking like that. He used to be a newspaper man.
Oh, well, all right. Get in the back.
Thanks.
As I was saying, it's a system all my own.
Oh, yeah?
I think I'll write a book, too. Let's see, called The Feminine Touch, or Go Thither with a Come Hither.
Oh, shut up.
So you want a cabin for a week, huh?
That's right.
For you and your wife?
That's right.
That'll be $875.
Sold. Which one?
Take number 4 and pay in advance.
Now, listen, mister. I don't want to talk business right now. We're tired. I'll settle up with you in the morning.
Well, all right. Good night.
Good night. Come on, Brat.
What'll you tell him in the morning?
I'll think of that then. Here, let's have that blanket.
Here it is.
If I build the walls of Jericho once more, I can qualify as an engineer.
Oh, I'm just glad I can lie down for a change.
Yeah, me too. Well, we're on our last lap. Tomorrow morning, if all goes well, you'll be in the arms of your fiance, the dope.
Mm-hmm. You have a great story, won't you?
Yeah, swell.
Thanks.
Well, you certainly outsmarted your father. I guess you ought to be happy.
Am I going to see you in New York?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't make it a policy to run around with married women.
There's no harm in your coming to see us.
Not interested.
Won't I ever see you again?
What do you want to see me for? I've served my purpose. I brought you back to King Wesley, didn't I? That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Peter, have you ever been in love?
Me?
Yes, have you ever thought about it at all? It seems to me you could make some girl wonderfully happy.
Well, sure. Sure, I've thought about it. Yeah, who hasn't? If I could ever meet the right sort of girl. Yeah, but where are you going to find her? Somebody that's real, somebody that's alive. They don't come that way anymore. You know, I saw an island in the Pacific once. Never been able to forget it. That's where I'd like to take her. She'd have to be the sort of girl who'd jump in the surf with me and love it as much as I did. You know, nights when you, the moon, the water all become one. And you feel like you're part of something big, marvelous. Those are the only places to live, where the stars are so close over your head that you feel like you could reach up and stir them around. Well, sure, I've been thinking of it. Boy, if I could only find the girl who was hungry for those things.
Oh, Peter, take me with you, Peter. Oh, please take me with you to your island. I want to do all those things you talked about.
You? You're crazy.
No, I'm not. I love you, Peter. Nothing else matters. We can run away. Everything will take care of itself. Please, Peter, I can't let you out of my life now. I couldn't live without you.
Ellie, you'd better go over there and go to sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ellie, wait a minute.
Good night, Mr. Warren.
Ellie, did you really mean that? About the island? Would you really go?
Certainly not. You think I'm crazy?
Yeah, I guess I did. Just for a minute.
Peter? Peter? Where are you, Peter? Peter? Peter?
Morning, Mrs. Warren.
Oh, good morning. Did you see did you see my husband?
Husband? Why, he's gone.
Gone?
Yes, ma'am. Left about an hour ago.
Did he say where?
Not a word. But I heard him calling long distance. He spoke to a Mr. Gordon at the New York Globe office. Said he had a great story and was going right into New York to see him.
Oh, I see. Where's the telephone, please?
I don't think your husband will be there yet, Miss Warren.
Oh, stop calling me Miss Warren. I'm not Miss Warren. I never will be Miss Warren. My last name is Andrews. Ellie Andrews.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, where's that phone?
Over there, ma'am. Right over there.
Thank you.
How? Think it was my fault or something. My name ain't Miss Warren. My name is Andrews. Andrews? Ellie Andrews. Ellie! Oh, Ma! Ma! Come here quick, Ma!
I want to call New York, please. Yes, person to person. Mr. King Wesley. Wesley. Wesley.
You are watching the Vintage Radio Today players from the Building Block School of Performing Arts. The threat of an accidental meeting which bound the lives of Ellie and Peter has become a tangled knot. Ellie's convinced that Peter walked out on her and has given him no chance to explain. It's a week later, the morning of Ellie's marriage to King Wesley. The bride-to-be sits alone in her room, staring mournfully at her reflection in the glass. Her father knocks at the door.
Ellie,
Yes, Dad?
may I come in?
Come in. Hello, Dad.
I knocked several times.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have been daydreaming.
Yes, well, everything's set for the wedding. Great Aunt King is going to pull, creating quite a furor.
Stunt?
Yes, landing on the lawn in an auto gyro.
Oh, yes, I heard.
Yes, personally, I think it's silly too. You look lovely, child. Are you pleased with this gown, Ellie?
Oh, the gown? Yes, it's nice, isn't it?
What's the matter, child? What's wrong?
Nothing.
You haven't changed your mind about King Wesley, have you?
No.
Because if you have, it isn't too late. You know how I feel about him, but you gave me such a scare when I couldn't find you. You know, the old pump isn't what it used to be.
I'm sorry, Father. I wouldn't hurt you for the world.
What's the matter, child? Aren't you happy?
Oh, Dad!
I thought so. I knew there was something on your mind. Oh, there now. What's the matter? You haven't fallen in love with someone else, have you? Have you? I haven't seen you cry since you were a baby. This must be serious. Where did you meet him?
On the road?
No, don't tell me you've fallen in love with the bus driver.
No.
Who is he?
Well, I don't know very much about him, except I love him.
Well, if it's as serious as all that, we'll move heaven and earth to...
No, it's no use. He despises me.
Oh, come now.
Yes, he does. He despises everything about me. He thinks I'm spoiled and selfish and pampered and thoroughly insincere.
Ridiculous.
He doesn't think much of you either.
Oh, no.
No, he blames you for everything that's wrong with me. He says you raised me stupidly. Oh, he's marvelous.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
I don't know.
I'd like to have a talk with him.
No, Daddy, it wouldn't do any good. I practically threw myself at him.
Well, under the circumstances, don't you think we ought to call this wedding off?
No, I'll go through with it. What difference does it make? I'll never see Peter again.
Is that his name?
Yes, Peter.
Peter Warren?
Yes, do you know him?
Well, no, not exactly.
Oh, Father, you haven't heard from him, have you?
This letter came this morning addressed to me.
From Peter?
Yes, here you are.
Dear Sir, as your daughter has probably forgotten to tell you, there's a little financial matter connected with her safe return to your indulgent arms that I would appreciate your settling with me at your earliest convenience. Yours truly, Peter Warren. Oh, well, I guess that was his only interest in me, wasn't it? The reward of $10,000.
I'm sorry you read it.
Are you going to see him?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I sent word to him to come out here this afternoon. I suppose he'll show up soon.
Of course he will. We'll pay him off. He's entitled to it. He did an excellent job. He kept me thoroughly entertained. He's worth every penny he gets.
Sit down, Mr. Warren.
Thanks.
I was surprised to get your note. My daughter hadn't told me anything about you helping her.
That's typical of your daughter. Takes all those things for granted.
I've discussed the matter with her since hearing from you, and she thinks you're entitled to anything you can get.
Oh, she does, huh? Now, isn't that sweet of her? Well, I've got it all itemized.
May I see the statement, please? Thank you. Cash outlay $8.60. Top coat $15. Suitcase $7.50. Hat $4. 3 shirts $4.50. Total $39.60. All the bud items had to be hawked to provide food and shelter.
And I sold some shorts and socks, too, but I'm throwing them in.
Yes, I know, but
What's the matter? Isn't it cheap enough? A trip like that would cost you $1,000, maybe more.
now let me get this straight. You want $39.60 in addition to the $10,000?
What $10,000?
Why the reward?
Who said anything about a reward? All I want is the $39.60. Now, if you'll give me a check for it, I'll get out of this joint. Gives me the jitters.
You're a particular chap, or peculiar chap.
Well, we'll go into that some other time.
The average man would go after the word. Oh, you seem to be.
Listen, did anyone ever make a sucker out of you? That is a matter of principle, something you probably wouldn't understand. But when anybody takes me for a buggy ride, I don't like the idea of having to pay for the privilege.
Were you taken for a buggy ride?
With all the trimmings.
My daughter seems to think she was on the ride too. She thinks you walked out on her.
Listen, Your daughter could think anything she wants. I went to New York to raise a little dough for your daughter so that she could go out on that tropical island. And what do I get?
What tropical island?
None of your business. Well, when I come back to get her, she skipped. And that's great, isn't it?
Now, wait a minute.
What about my dough? Do I get it or not?
Certainly.
Thank you.
But I'd like to ask you one question. Do you love my daughter?
Any guy that'd fall in love with your daughter ought to have his head examined.
That's an evasion. Do you love her?
A normal human being couldn't live under the same roof with her without going nutty. She's my idea of nothing.
I asked you a simple question. Do you love her?
Yes! But don't hold it against me. I'm a little screwy myself.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Hello. I was hoping I wouldn't have to bump into you.
Really? I hope you got your money.
You bet I did.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Same to you.
Ellie, dear.
Stay around and watch the fun. King is going to drop down out of the skies any minute now in his favorite gyro. You'll enjoy it immensely.
I would, but I've got a weak stomach. Goodbye, Mr. Andrews.
Pleasant fellow, isn't he?
Ellie, dear, you shouldn't have talked to him like that. He's really a fine boy. We had quite a conversation.
I'm not interested.
Now, see here, Ellie.
I tell you, I'm not interested. I don't want to hear another word about him.
What on earth is that?
King, I guess, landing on the lawn in his gyro.
Seems to be creating quite a lot of excitement among the guests. Well, Ellie,
Come on, Dad. Let's go down and get it over with.
King is waiting at the altar. All right, take my arm. Let's go. You know, Ellie, you're a sucker to go through with this. That guy Warren is okay.
Please, Dad.
No, he is. He didn't want the reward. All he asked was for $39.60 that he spent on you.
What?
Sure, he loves you, Ellie.
How do you know?
He told me so.
Oh, Daddy. Oh. Well, it's too late now.
Is it? You don't want to be married to a mug like Wesley. I can buy him off for a pot of gold, and you can make an old man happy. Pete Warren is a swell guy.
Oh, please. Please don't.
If you should change your mind, your car's waiting at the back gate. What do you say, Ellie? You still got a few seconds.
Oh, Dad.
Is it Pete or is it this dumb cluck of an aviator?
It's Pete.
Hooray!
Oh, Daddy, kiss me quick.
Goodbye, Ellie.
Goodbye.
Run, Ellie, run. Go on, Ellie, go on. They'll never catch you. Go on, go on.
Peter,
Mm-hmm.
what did you do with the marriage certificate? I can't find it anyplace.
Don't worry, brat. It's safe and sound inside my pocket.
Whew, I was getting scared again.
Afraid that I was going to back out?
It's too late now, Mr. Warren. Oh, Peter, I'm so happy. Where are we going on our honeymoon?
I've got the place all picked out. A tourist cabin near Philadelphia.
A tourist cabin? Oh, Peter, that's grand.
Yeah. See that big bundle of stuff I bought in the last town?
Uh-huh. What's in it?
Oh, lots of things. A rope.
A rope?
Yeah. And a green blanket.
The walls of Jericho.
Right.
Is there anything else?
Yeah. Hand me that little package.
This one?
Yeah, that's it.
What's in it?
You'll see. There.
A trumpet? A toy trumpet?
Yeah. I never took a lesson, but I guess I can manage it. Here, listen to this.
Oh, Peter, it's beautiful.
These are the Vintage Radio Today players for this evening's performance of It Happened One Night. Tracy Allred as Peter Warren. Kim Campbell as Ellie Andrews. Carl Johnson as Mr. Andrews. Sherry Johnson as Operator, Newsboy, and Dyke of Dyke's Auto Camp. Sabrina Norton as Detective and Baker. Douglas Ray Brantley as Dobbs, our Foley table artist, and as Oscar Shapley. And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. Join us again next month for another episode of Vintage Radio Today. I'm Dan Janes. Join us again next month. Have a very pleasant evening.